Every hero needs a nemesis, and Disney is the master at creating great villains.
Gentlemen, enchanté. A tip of the hat from Dr. Facilier. How y'all doing?
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for another Top 10 Animated Disney Villains.
Your walls and armies have fallen, and now it's your turn.
Disney has created so many characters that are great at being evil that we decided to make a second list of the animated villains we found the most memorable.
He amuses me too.
If you didn't see one you thought should be on here, make sure to check out our first list of the top 10 animated Disney villains.
To enjoy the celebration.
Number 10, Madame Mim, the Sword in the Stone.
Now don't tell me you've never heard of the marvelous Madame Mim.
As a powerful witch, she's the arch nemesis of Merlin.
Merlin? Ho-ho! Merlin, the world's most powerful bungler. Why, boy, I've got more magic in one little finger.
She may be just as powerful as him, but instead of using her powers for good, she uses trickery as her art form.
But you ain't seen nothing yet. Watch this. I can be beautiful, lovely, and fair.
After Arthur is turned into a bird, he lands in her home, which leads to a duel between Merlin and Madame Mim to see who can turn into the most powerful wizard.
Rule 1, no mineral or vegetable, only animal. Rule 2, no make-believe things like, pink dragons and stuff. Now, Rule 3, no disappearing. No.
She breaks her own rules and suffers the consequences.
Madam, I have not disappeared. I am very tiny. I'm a germ, a rare disease.
We never said she was smart.
Oh, it's not too serious, madam. You should recover in a few weeks and be as good, as bad as ever.
Number 9, Prince John, Robin Hood.
Beautiful, lovely, taxes.
As far as villains go, he's the king of poutiness and immaturity.
King Richard. I've told you never to mention my brother's name.
Prince John rules over Nottingham with no sense of duty to his citizens, who are often hungry and poor.
Meeting you face to face, your high and mighty, is a real treat.
Release the royal fingers.
Instead, his is a reign of terror,
Off with his head!
and he takes from his suffering subjects. When Robin Hood begins to shake up the kingdom with his merry men, we see the prince for what he truly is, a thumb-sucking mama's boy. Number 8, Professor Ratigan, the Great Mouse Detective.
My friends, we are about to embark on the most odious, the most evil, the most diabolical scheme of my illustrious career.
He's one of the most deviously minded villains on our list.
Trying to decide on the most appropriate method for your demise.
Ratigan is constantly scheming to get power, so he kidnaps an old toy maker, Hiram Flaversham, and forces him to make a robot that looks like the Mouse Queen.
How extraordinary.
And with his toy, he plans to rule all the mice in England.
I am supreme!
Only you.
This is my kingdom!
What makes Ratigan so loathsome is that he oozes charm and civility.
I would spend many a sleepless night if anything unfortunate were to befall her.
Underneath the clothes of a gentleman, however, we find Basil's archenemy is nothing but a rat.
You, Professor!
I'm none other than a foul, stenchous rodentus, commonly known as a...
Don't say it! You are a rat! Ah!
Number 7, Yzma, the Emperor's New Groove.
We're through here. Take him away. Next!
But Okay.
Don't let her looks fool you. She may appear thin and weak, but Yzma's got the brains of an evil mastermind.
Do you really want to kill me?
Just think of it as you're being let go, that your life's going in a different direction.
In order to become Empress of the Inca Empire, Yzma sets out to destroy Emperor Cusco.
I'll get rid of Cusco.
With a penchant for poisons and the ability to turn her enemies into animals, Yzma is someone to watch out for. Her smoky voice and sassy comments make her an entertaining villain as well.
Pull the lever, Gronk. Wrong lever! Why do we even have that lever?
Number 6. Shan Yu, Mulan.
Nice work, gentlemen. You found the Hun army.
As the leader of the Huns, he's quite the foe for young Mulan and the Imperial Army. Shan Yu is pretty much an enigma wrapped in a riddle, so viewers are never quite sure what his true motives are.
The little girl will be missing her doll. We should return it to her.
And that only makes him more terrifying to watch on the big screen. He's the embodiment of brawn and brute force with a chilling exterior. Number 5. Mother Gothel, Tangled.
It's my birthday! Ta-da! No, can't be. I distinctly remember. Your birthday was last year.
Posing as Rapunzel's motherly figure, she's really the witch responsible for kidnapping her as a baby and locking her away in the tower. Instead of growing to love the girl, she uses her to maintain her own youth and vanity.
We are going where no one will ever find you again.
In addition to being Rapunzel's jailer, Gothel has one nasty case of mean girl-itis, as she constantly makes fun of the girl's appearance.
I see a strong, confident, beautiful young lady. Oh, look, you're here too.
I'm just teasing. Stop taking everything so seriously.
In Mother Gothel's case, evil never looked so good.
How did you find me?
Oh, it was easy, really. I just listened for the sound of complete and utter betrayal and followed that.
Number 4. Lady Tremaine, Cinderella.
It seems we have time on our hands.
But I was only trying to...
Silence! Time for vicious practical jokes.
There's a reason evil stepmothers are a stereotype, and Lady Tremaine is that reason.
Hold your tongue.
As Cinderella's stepmother, she goes out of her way to ensure she makes Cindy's life a living hell.
Oh, yes, and the tapestries, and the draperies.
But I just finished...
Do them again!
She enslaves the poor girl so that her ugly daughters have a better chance at securing the prince. When the Grand Duke comes to the house with Cinderella's glass slipper, she goes so far as to take the opportunity to break the shoe. Talk about a sore loser.
I have the other slipper.
Number 3. The Horned King, the Black Cauldron.
Show me the whereabouts of the Black Cauldron.
While this film wasn't a critical success, those who have seen the movie remember it for this spooky villain. The Horned King spends much of the movie in pursuit of the mythical Black Cauldron as a way to obtain power and rule the whole world. His skeleton-like appearance and creepy demeanor are the stuff of kids' nightmares. It doesn't help his rep that he raised a dead army to get his way either.
I call on my army of the dead. My beloved warriors have come to life.
Number 2. Shere Khan, The Jungle Book.
How interesting.
As a tiger, he's sure of his place at the top of the food chain, and he isn't afraid to let others know. Khan is brash and bold, and the others fear him since he's known to literally be a man-eater.
Boo!
Let's get out of here.
After an absence, he returns to the jungle, only to find that the other animals have let the human orphan Mowgli be raised among them.
Why should I run?
Why should you run? Could it be possible that you don't know who I am?
Khan turns an otherwise jolly movie into a rousing hunt.
Run, Mowgli, run!
Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
So, Fagin, did we bring something green and wrinkly?
How would you blokes like to make some real money?
Y'all should have taken my deal. Now you're gonna spend the rest of your life being a slimy little frog.
Number 1. The Queen of Hearts, Alice in Wonderland.
Ah! What's their heads?
is this villain's catchphrase, and it continues to live on in pop culture. In Wonderland, where everything's a bit crazy, it takes the craziest to rule, and the Queen of Hearts takes her job seriously.
Painting my roses red! Someone will lose his head!
She's got a bad temper, and she's quick to ask for blood when she doesn't get her way.
If I lose my temper, you lose your head! Understand?
Do you agree with our list?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Who's your favorite animated Disney villain?
Oh, that's terrible.
Thank you, my boy.
If you didn't see one you thought should be here, make sure to check out our first list of animated Disney villains.
Long live the king.
And subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
Trust in me.
No, I can't be bothered with that. I have no time for that sort of nonsense.